Monique was getting dragged because she made a statement about, you know, us being out in public and how we look. Let's take a look.
I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you is, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home?
Y'all think, I mean, people got mad at what she said, but I'm just like, what did she say wrong? What do y'all think?
Do your titties hang low? Do they wobble to the ground? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you throw them on your shoulder like a continent? Titties hang low.
I'm not doing this. Yeah, but we wrap our hair to look good for when we go out the house. Like, that's where my issue is. Like, I listen, I get being comfortable, but I also like hate when people can like look at some of us and judge us by that. I hate when I see my young sisters like that. I'm like, man, step out.
I understand. I know.
I wasn't mad at what she said.
I mean, I think the issue is multifaceted, and we obviously don't have enough time to really dig. Y'all can check out my YouTube video that I did for 40 minutes, just addressing a lot of different things. But really quickly, you know, one point that I want to make is that, you know, Black women are being policed from just every damn angle, from the way they walk, the way they talk, the way they. So that's one conversation. We'll wrap that up in a bow. Put it over here. The other in which I dug deeper in my YouTube video is I think it's less about the bonnet and more about the bonnet behavior and everything else that goes along with it. Because typically when you see that person in the airport with the bonnet and the fuzzy slippers, that's the loud person, the ghetto person. They cussing in front of grown people. They talking on FaceTime while they walking through the airport cussing. It's all of that. I think if it was just the bonnet, that it wouldn't be an issue. I think that the deeper situation is what comes with that bonnet behavior. But, you know, it's one other thing that I want to point out with the bonnet, and Angela and Claudia, you guys can back me up on this. I think the bonnet is a direct result also of Black women's preoccupation with their hair, right? Because a lot of the reason why people are wearing this bonnet, they're like, bitch, I just got my hair done.
Preserving it, right, exactly.
We're going to the function later on tonight, and I want my hair to be fresh. You see,
and your hair will last longer if you wrap it.
We're talking about pride versus lack of pride. I mean, really, the bonnet, I'm just hoarding my pride for later on tonight because I'm trying to get chose. Okay, I'm trying to get chose.
What had me dying laughing was Jazz posting photos of her story with her at the airport in a bonnet, y'all. Listen. Oh God, I've been waiting to talk about this. I'm waiting to talk about this.
Anton.
No.
Wow.
Okay. Well, listen, we started this discussion in our group chat amongst all the hosts, but I thought that, you know, it would be great to save it for the show. So listen, here we are. So Jazz, please start us off. I'm assuming that you are pro bonnet in public.
Yes, I'm definitely pro bonnet. And I feel like if I'm just running in somewhere, I'm going to keep my bonnet on. Now, I wear my bonnet in the airport because when I get off the plane, I want my hair to be fresh. And I saw other women in the airport as well with their bonnet. Now, I must say, my bonnet is black, it's sleek. There are some women out there with the huge bonnets on in public. I think maybe they should get, you know, something that's a little cuter, more sleek. But, you know, I wear my bonnet. I don't think it makes you any less of a woman or less classy. Sometimes you just want to keep the hair fresh. Yeah.
Okay, so I wish that I could really say what's on my mind, but Jazz, I love you so much, and you know you my girl, so I'm not even gonna go there because I love you so much. But what's interesting is, because I wanted to get your mom's point of view, because we all know your mom has the brand, the Bonnet Chronicles, and Monique actually put out a video, and she said to all Black women, you know, have pride when you go out and stop wearing the bonnet to the airport and to the mall. And she hated it. And your mom, she responded and she said that even though her brand is the Bonnet Chronicles and she wears the bonnet when she does it, she doesn't wear the bonnet outside of the house. So how does your mom react to you wearing your bonnet outside of the house?
You know, she lets me do what I want. Like when she saw the story post, she just laughed at it. Because at the end of the day, she knows the end goal. Like Zoe said, once I get off the airplane and you see the, you know, the hair flowing, it makes sense. You know, it makes a lot of
Can you do that again for the folks in the back who didn't see the intro? Hey.
No, John.
And it shines. And it shines.
I want to say too, do you guys remember when Drake started well, he didn't start this, but he brought it back where the guys were wearing the do-rags. And then a young lady opened a whole do-rag store in somewhere in LA. I'm not sure. So my question is, if it becomes trendy, then is it okay to do it? Because do-rags are supposed to be worn for bed for guys to get waves on swim. So my thing is, I see guys with do-rags all the time because it's trendy.
My thing is stop the black on black crime. You see what this is doing to us? All of this is we make things a bigger deal than what they are. I think Monique is right. I think Jazz is right. It's just levels to everything. Like I always say, nothing is black and white. There's a lot of gray in between. So it's just, look, it's a you thing at the end of the day. Jazz knows why she wearing it. Monique's point was, look, we got to make sure we look the part or we want the part. But at the end of the day, guess what? Do you?
What do you think? A lot of people came from Monique when she said this, and I didn't see the issue, but what do y'all think? I
think she was absolutely correct, because she wasn't saying that what you wear in your home in the privacy of your home is what you do. But when you go out in public, you should have pride enough to present yourself in the most highest as you can. Who knows? You may run and walk past your husband, your future husband, or your future whatever, or somebody may recognize you and say, hey, you know what? I want to put you in my movie, or I want to, trade you. I mean, I want to be able to offer you a job, but then you representing yourself looking like you a street cleaner. Ain't nothing wrong with a street cleaner, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. Not looking presentable.
Right, because I've seen the young ladies with the short flight from here to Vegas, when there's a fight or whatever, everybody get there and they had a hair wrap. Y'all remember the wrap? You put it on, you put the scarf on your head and you can take it down and just shake it. It was so many girls on the plane that way. And so they come and we walking, to the bathroom, and they get in the bathroom, and the same young lady, I said, girl, I know your hair got to be pretty under there. I said, but nobody would know because you got that scarf on your head. How you know you're not going to run past your future husband? And she turned around, she said, oh, you right. I said, right, because sometimes it takes us. And when I say us, I'm not just saying Black folks. I'm saying us as examples to be able to say, girl, you way too dynamite. You way too pretty. You way too, whatever, to be able to be doing that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I love Monique, but you're out of line. I think she's out of line. I think she should worry about herself and not other people, because as Black female, Claudia, we go to the airport where they're germy, sneezy, coughing, farting, nasty people in and out all day long, and no one's coming on with little Lysol wipes after. And Black women preserve their hair. They do. They wrap it. They put the bonnet over it. And if you're going to be on a plane for 8 hours, 6 hours, there's nothing wrong with that. What you think of me is none of my business. Keep it to yourself. Do you, boo?
I have to ask you, so when they say, you know what, I just got my hair done and I don't want it messed up and I'm getting ready to get on this flight and I want to keep my hairstyle, is there power in that moment of them taking that back and say, I shouldn't have to be dressed up to walk through this airport? Is there power in that moment?
Do you know when you fly, you're seeing people from all over the world? Mm-hmm. And if you're your walking business, why wouldn't you want to represent your business till its fullest? Mm-hmm. And you are your walking business. Whatever you do, you are your walking business. I understand comfortability. I get that. I fly often. But what I don't understand is laziness. And when we say this generation, listen, we were 17 before.
Yes, but we had the village, and it was okay.
And what I'm not willing to do is give up on the village. I'm not willing to do that. See, I'm not going to go along to get along. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say, well, just because this generation, because when I can read you Instagram posts from my young baby saying, Auntie, I appreciate you pulling me up. I was getting a little lazy. I can read you the ones when you have sisters saying, I was losing myself, Monique. I got these babies. And I was but I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So most of us understand it. For the babies that don't, like I said, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I love us enough to wait. I love us enough for us to get it. And I'm not judging because I was guilty of it. When I first started working out, Tami, I would throw on anything. And my husband had to say to me, maybe if you look like you cared, you would work out like you cared. And I was like, I didn't consider that. So when I start getting my little outfits, well, now, baby, I want to.
You looked good, you felt good.
Exactly. So when I watch grown folks, I'm sorry, I understand the babies. But when I watch us commenting, I'm like, you too grown for that, baby.
Right.
You too grown for that. Because I don't know of any king that wants his queen to represent his kingdom like that.